Okay, you talk about Gunnar Henderson a lot there, and he's one of the MVP contenders right here in the American League. How do Yankees fans view Gunnar Henderson over here in Baltimore?
I mean, he's a great player. I know with Volpe struggles, a lot of the conversations made too. Like these two guys are selected in the same draft class, and you have a guy who is. I mean, let's. I know it's going to be a little hyperbolic, but like Henderson's on pace to have one of the greatest shortstop seasons we've ever seen. He might have like a 10 to 11 WAR year. I don't actually know off the top of my head the last shortstop to do that. That might be like maybe pre-integration. I mean, we're talking historic stuff here, right? Like we're talking about the kind of things that like you immediately go from like, oh, he's really good, yeah, to like, oh, this is like clearly the best shortstop in the game. It's not really close. And to see him, the progressions he's made defensively, offensively, he's a better base runner than he was last year. So 10 bases in 13 attempts. He's got 14 and 15, and we're like halfway through the year. His power is unbelievable. He just does, like, there isn't a flaw in his game. You can look through everything. I don't know if there's anything that Gunnar Henderson does that's bad. And that's like, I think he's like, if you were to grade his skill set 20-80, you'd 80 all the offensive skills, and you're talking 60 to 80, the gloves 70 to 80. I mean, there's no flaw in his game. It's incredible. He's an unbelievable baseball player.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm actually going to do a list of players in baseball right now. If they're injured, they won't be on the list. And I know people are going to say I'm biased here, Ryan, but I'm going to be honest. If I was putting a player right now in baseball, Gunnar's number one on my list. If I'm going across all of baseball, if Ohtani was not, was able to pitch, then I think Ohtani would then be number one because, I mean, shirts and pants. The guy always going to steal 30 bags, hit 40, 50 home runs, and hit 300, which he's doing right now. But he's not pitching. Gunnar Henderson, I think, is that piece that is impacting the game on both sides. Now, Aaron Judge, though, Ryan, I mean, if it's not going to be Gunnar Henderson, it seems like be Judge. It's crazy to think that Aaron Judge is on pace for another historic season despite getting off to such a slow start. The dude had 25 jacks, Ryan, in 2 months. Like, for people out there, baseball enthusiast, shirts and pants, do you understand how ridiculous that is? That 25 jacks? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, Ryan.
That's some people's career year. That's a lot of players' career years, 25 jacks in a whole season. He did it in 2 months.
He hit 409 in June.
Well, I was going to say what's crazy is that like Judge and Henderson, I think, would be runaway MVPs in like any other given year. Mm-hmm. And they just happen to be like, we're literally like, we're watching two historic seasons. Like, I do not want to downplay. Like, the word historic is not hyperbolic. These, like, I don't know the last time two players, I mean, you could say Ohtani and Judge in 22. But I mean, obviously Ohtani he kind of transcends that, right? Like two just pure position players. I don't know the last time I've seen two guys in the AL same time this good, right? It's unbelievable. It kind of feels, it's almost like the Trout Betts in 2018, but Trout didn't really play the full year, so I felt like Betts had it the whole way. I don't know, like it's just, these two guys are just ridiculously good. Like and Henderson does this as a shortstop, like 27 home runs, 91 games played, and he's also like +7 outs above average, +4 defensive runs saved. I don't know. Like, I just don't know a shortstop I can remember off the top of my head that can do this, because Seager could always hit. It's just the glove wasn't as good. Lindor has a great glove, can't really hit the same way Henderson can. I mean, what, like prime A-Rod? Like, how far back do you have to go to find that guy? You know what I mean? Like, that predates my life. Like, I don't even know if A-Rod's glove was as good. So you really have to go back in history to find a guy like this.
God, I love it. You're getting me fired up, Ryan.